Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been 4 weeks since I last uploaded. When I first started this channel, I did really well in terms of like scheduling videos and things like that. Since then, it's just been, I was good for like the first 6 months, and then it got a little further apart because I didn't really have much time to record, and then after that, it's just been a bit all over the place really. But yeah, I'm back with another video. I thought it'd only been 2 or 3 weeks, but it has been longer, so it is what it is. I've noticed the shadow because it's where you. Ooh, let's hope that doesn't become an issue. It's because of the light that I have back there. I was like, oh, this isn't gonna bloom, which it isn't. It's not blooming. I have to keep my head here though because of this. But yeah. It's caused that shadow, and now I'm like, if I pick something up and hold it to the camera, it's probably gonna cause problems, but we'll see. As you can see, I have some VHS tapes here. This is on a table. I have a new table. Let me see if I can. So this is my table. You still can't see it. You can't see it because there's a VHS or VCR player on it. But yeah, this is where I have my player most of the time. Here's some VHSs that I was going to show you and be like, look what I got. Cool. So I'll do that, but I have a figure, I have some games, and I have an art book that just came today, actually. So I don't know what to do first. The VHSs are just kind of sitting there, aren't they? I also, you've probably noticed, I have a new setup. I got this unit and swapped my very, very old, it's like 15 years old, brown, gross, dusty bookcase for this brand new spanking white unit with I thought it would fit multiple platforms on, but that's all of my PS4 collection. It goes down to the second to last shelf, which is like here, and then this one has just other things on, a couple of boxes and stuff like that for now. But yeah, it's been a move around. This is holding VHSs on this shelf and this shelf. I don't know if you can see this. This is Lord of the Rings, I believe. Lord of the Rings here. I have the Lord of the Rings cartoon there, and these are all Clint Eastwood movies. And then I think those are as well. And then that's Green Mile, Titanic, some other things, some DVDs. I have 4 DVDs here because these are like some of my favorites. War of the Worlds is fantastic. I have this on VHS now as well. Great movie. Titanic, one of my favorite movies ever. Great movie. No Country for Old Men. I kind of struggled to get into this at first, but now that I watched it a second time, I really like it. So I have this over here in its special little place. And then the last one, which I've had this for so many years, is AI, Artificial Intelligence. Fantastic movie. Made me cry so much as a kid. Probably makes me cry now as an adult. Good times. So below that we have some, I don't know if you can see, this is Magic the Gathering, this is Magic the Gathering, and then these are just books mostly. Oh, this is where I keep some shiny Yu-Gi-Oh cards. My partner got me this little magical, what's her name? Magical elf girl. I can't remember. For some event, birthday, Christmas, whatever. I just keep some shinies in there. They're not like super special or anything, I don't think, but I like the way they look. But I need to clear that off so that I can fit more VHS tapes in there. My bedside cabinet, which I'm not going to show you because it's a bit messy, is also holding 2 shelves worth of 2 deep VHS tapes as well. I also, from Vinted, this is cool, got this like 3D printed Blockbuster sign, which I really like, so that just kind of sits, I might show you at some point, but not today. It sits in front of the secondary shelf of VHS tapes. Oh, I need to talk about this as well, I forgot. I'll do this first before I forget. Basically, White Lion Games on Instagram did a giveaway, and the giveaway was for this Japanese exclusive Death Stranding 2 steelbook, and it comes with a poster of, it's a double-sided like map and character board type thing, like the characters are all lined up for Death Stranding 2, and it's beautiful, and I won. And Death Stranding is my favourite game of all time, and Death Stranding 2 is probably on par, if not better. Honestly, it's fantastic, and I really want to show you like all the details and stuff, but with the light, it's really difficult. But yeah, it's gorgeous. So if we open it up, this is the poster map thingy. And then this, I'm not going to take this off because it's difficult to get back on for me. But in here is a, I believe, Japanese novelization of the game. That's what my partner said, so that's what I'm going off. If that's incorrect, that's fully his fault. Because the writing's very small, so I couldn't really read it. And the novelization is all in Japanese, so I can't read it anyway. But absolutely gorgeous, and really happy to have won. So big thank you to her for hosting the giveaway in the first place. And yeah, couldn't believe it, to be honest. It's beautiful. One of my prized possessions. I want to get a sleeve cover protector box for it because it needs one, honestly. So yeah, I'll go through the games and stuff first. I'll do the figure next, but then it'll be games mostly, and then an art book, and then I'll leave VHS for last. If you want to watch me go through these VHS tapes, you can. If not, don't, it's fine. I like them, I think they're cool, and I have a lot of nostalgia with VHS, so yeah, that's what I'm going to do next. So yeah, keep watching, I guess. So yeah, first I will I'll just go to it. I got the number 645. He's the updated Metal Gear Solid 2 Solid Snake figure from Figma, and it's really difficult to show him through there. You can't see anyway because I'm not taking him out of the box yet, and he's still in the plastic. But yeah, I got him. Finally, I've been looking at this little dude. I'll show you the back because it's easier to view, I think. I've been looking at this little guy for a couple of months now, since I saw him, basically. I saw an advert for him, and then I've seen loads of other people get him on Instagram, and I've just been so jealous. He can hang. He can look cool. You can have him in his box. He has another faceplate. It's the same on the bottom. But yeah, basically he was £85, and I was thinking about like doing Klarna or something at some point so that not all of the 85 went out at once. And then by pure luck, I sold an item on eBay that happened to be £80. It had been there for like 2 years and not sold, and then all of a sudden it did sell, and so I bought him pretty much outright with that 80, and because I got that randomly, it was pretty much not much out of pocket. It was like $4.99 that I paid out of pocket. But he's totally worth it, honestly. I love him, and I will be taking him out of the box. I got him a couple of days ago, and I haven't yet. I've just been wanting to do, like, I don't know, some kind of unboxing maybe. Not for here, maybe for Instagram. But I also just really love the box. So he's in there for now, but he will be breathing soon. And free of his box. I think he's really cool, and yeah, I can't wait to get him out and display him somewhere, probably next to my big boss figure, but I'm not sure yet, so we'll see. Solid Snake, one of the best snakes. Love him. MGS2 is great. I have 5 PS4 games, although 1 not really, because it's only really for the sleeve, and 3 or 4 PS5 games. I haven't really bought much, honestly, this month, to be honest, because Reanimal came out, spoiler alert, I bought Reanimal and played it. It was alright. I didn't really, everyone's like saying it's brilliant. I didn't really reckon much to it personally, because I love Little Nightmares 1. Little Nightmares 1 is like peak Tarsier Studios, in my opinion. Number 2 was great, but Little Nightmares 1 is just perfect. We'll get to it anyway. But yes, I have some PS4 games. So today I bought Resident Evil 3 on PS4. This was basically to almost complete the Resident Evil collection on PS4, because you can basically get all of them pretty much up to this point. You can get like Origins collection, which is 0 and 1, I believe, and then there's 2 remake, 3 remake, 4 remake. You can get regular 4, which is a port / remaster of the original 4. And then 5 and 6, which nobody really likes, but some people really like, so it's weird. And then 7, which is great, obviously. I have Village, and then Revelations 1 and 2. So yeah, I finally added Resident Evil 3 Remake to the collection, and this is super exciting because I've been looking for this pretty much all over the place. The last time I went in CEX and they had this in stock, it was, you know, when the cover is just like cracked, like the art itself, it's been like crumpled and creased, and it was just cracked all over, so I wasn't going to buy that. But this is in really, really nice condition. all over, so had to get that, had to add it to the collection, and I haven't played it yet, but I will. I also have it on PS5, but this has a PS5 upgrade. But because this is part of the PS4 Resident Evil collection that I have, I'm going to keep this in here, so it'll be on this unit. I believe Resident Evil is down there on that shelf. There's a hole, maybe you can see said hole for this one, so that's where this is going as soon as I'm done. I'm going to put it back. I'll put that there for now. Next up, shout out to Corbin's Combo on Instagram for this. I'll put his thingy here. It's the Outlast Trinity collection, or just Outlast Trinity, I guess. It comes with Outlast 1, the Outlast 1 DLC Whistleblower, and it comes with Outlast 2, I believe, as well. It's in very nice condition now. When it was sent, unfortunately, Royal Mail destroyed it. Basically, I have photos. I think I'll put a picture here. This is what it looked like. I also got WRC Generations. I don't have this in here, but I got that too from Corbin as well. And yeah, you can kind of tell, I think, which side was it on? I don't remember. There. Unfortunately, the case was that smashed that the art ripped pretty much all the way down as well. Other than that, it's in pretty good condition, but I had to order some spare. I got 2 of these double cases, so if I ever need another one, I have a spare one. They're in really nice condition as well, so if you ever see like these listed on eBay, they'll probably be pretty much brand new, because these are, there isn't a mark on them, so it's really cool. So yeah, I tried playing Outlast 1 with a friend a long time ago, a couple of years at least, and we got inside the building, and then I was just like, I don't want to. I was too scared to carry on, so I didn't. I'm intimidated by these games purely for the fact that you're always in the dark, pretty much, and you're being chased. So my brain, I don't think, is good at like figuring out where to go when you're in like a panic. But yeah, I have them now. I'm going to try them for sure, because I've played a bunch of horror games since these came out. So there isn't really much of an excuse to not play them anymore. So yes, thank you, Corbin, for this. I really appreciate it. He's not going to see this, I don't think, so I don't even... You got to say thank you, though, because it's kind to do. So yeah, really appreciate that anyway. I will play them. I will. Then the other day I traded in, finally, Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo on PS5. I liked it, it was a good game, but I platinumed it. I don't think I'm going to play it again, and if I do one day, I mean, it's cheap, I think, so I'll probably just get it digitally on a sale or something, but for now, I don't think I'm going to be playing it again. So with the trade of £11 from Vertigo, this copy of Mafia Definitive Edition was £7. So that's cool, because it's usually £8 in CEX, which is a lot of money. Did I just say £8? I meant £18, which is a lot of money. £8 isn't too bad, but £18 is quite a lot. However, the first copy of this I picked up was a cover reprint. Obviously this one is not, because I don't play like that. The second one I picked up wasn't in the greatest condition, it wasn't in the worst condition, it was a choice between this one and the other one. However, when I picked this up, it felt a little bit heavier, so I was like, huh. And it came with the map/poster. I think it's a poster, actually, not a map. I'm just fully lying. And the disc, obviously. And it's in really nice condition. Do we get the poster out? You've probably seen it, but... Oh, it also came with some kind of Black Cat's motorcycle pack, Made Man pack, and Il Duca and Classico outfit. I don't know. This thing. And some things... Who knows? Maybe that's on the disc. I don't know. And this poster. So when I saw the poster, and neither of the other 2 copies had the poster, I was like, hell yeah, this is the poster. I didn't know until I got home, obviously, what it looked like, but who cares? It came with a thing. I got the thing, and I'm very happy with the thing. So it's nice to have the thing in the thing that it's supposed to come with. So yes, Mafia Definitive Edition. Happy to have this one physically now. I had, or I do have, I'm sure I still have it to be honest, the trilogy, which I bought a couple of years ago when I first started collecting and was being like, oh my god, I can just buy anything. And I honestly don't really like the trilogy pack because it's cardboard, and cardboard just gets absolutely destroyed most of the time anyway. But yeah, I have that, and that'll be how I play Mafia 2 as well. And I have that one and Mafia 3 both separately physically. Mafia 3 is up here somewhere as well, probably on that third shelf. So yeah, that'll be interesting, because I'll be like, oh, I have those, but why isn't Mafia 2 on PS4? I don't think, anyway, unless I'm wrong. I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't think it is. But yes, Mafia, that's a thing now. I want to play Old Country at some point, so someone let me know if Old Country is worth playing. I've heard good things. So yeah. The next one is Citadel Forged with Fire. I have this on Xbox 360. I bought it a while ago, and not Xbox 360, sorry, Xbox One. I am tripping up over all of my words today. And yeah, I have it on Xbox One. I think I'm going to trade the Xbox One version or sell it. I think mine's still sealed because I'm sure I got it on Amazon. But I figured I'd just prefer to play it on PS4. And this is like an open world RPG with like crafting and, you know, beasts and magic and swords and shields and those kinds of things. Here is the back, if you can see it. I know I've spoken about it before, but it was a while ago. And yeah, it has like semi-mixed reviews, but a lot of people really do like it, so maybe it's got like its own cult following. Very cool cover. Really do like the cover. Unfortunately, doesn't sound very healthy. The disc is loose and it sounds like there's some bits rolling around from the spindle maybe, so that's annoying. But for now it's staying sealed anyway, so yes, Citadel Forged with Fire. That'll be added to the collection as well, and I will play it at some point. And then the last thing for PS4, this is exciting for me. I was really, really pleased to get this. I can't remember if it was on a bid. I feel like this was a bid and I got it for like 45 or something. I'll put a picture in a second when I show you, as to not spoil it in 5 seconds. But yeah, I got one of these sleeves. I think it was in the last video I showed it, and it was very nice, and I got that for like £7. This one I've wanted for a long time because it's Bloodborne, and Bloodborne is fantastic, and this sleeve is absolutely gorgeous. So this was going for like 150, 125, that kind of price, when I believe RetroGhetto mentioned them a while ago, and having collected them all and things like that, so they went and skyrocketed. But I decided to wait until they had come back down quite, what do you call it, substantially. This came with the game as well. It's the greatest hits version, I believe, but it's the original, and I only have the Game of the Year version, so I don't really care anyway. It's just to keep the sleeve up, and it came with it, so I'm not going to complain. But yeah, it's in really, really nice condition. It's the display back. Again, I really like these display backs, and I think if I do end up getting more of them, I will be going for the display back, because I just feel like it's better than just having the symbol directly in the middle. I don't know, I like to read the back, and it's got some nice screenshots and things like that. So yeah, I ended up finally getting the Bloodborne sleeve, which is really great. I really like it. Is it just the game in here? Oh, it's the disc and the little control pamphlet. Oh, you know what, actually this is kind of a nice case. I might swap a Citadel for this case if it is smooshed. But yes, nice sleeve. So yeah, there it is. PS5 games I got the other day, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. I've wanted to try this for a while, and I just felt like at the price that it was at originally and when it came out, it's a side-scrolling game, and I'm not generally really good at those. I could probably get pretty good at it. So I got this for 15 with when I bought Mafia Definitive Edition. So I guess it was still 15 because my trade probably went on Mafia or this. Either way, I got a discount on one of them. So yeah, finally got The Lost Crown. I decided to pick it up. I'm excited to play it. Comes with the disc and this little pamphlet. But yeah, we've not had a Prince of Persia game for a long time, and now it turns out there's another one of these coming out. It's as a pre-order at the moment, I believe, on Amazon. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll put a picture. I don't know the story or anything like that. I just know it's a side-scrolling platformer, and that the art is absolutely gorgeous, so that's why I wanted to try it. And yeah, we finally got a copy, so that's cool. I'll leave Reanimal till last because I'll talk about it just a little bit. But yesterday this came in the mail from Amazon, and it is the Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remaster Collection. I got 3 on release because I played. Did I play some of 3? There was some games, Dragon Quest games on the DS, and I played them when I was a kid. Not all the way through, and I didn't complete them. But I don't remember which ones they are. But yeah, because I have number 3 on PS5, I wanted to get this collection as well. I really like RPGs, and Dragon Quest holds a lot of nostalgia, so I will be playing them at some point. I don't know when, and until that time, it will remain sealed. I don't know anything much about the original early games in the franchise, story-wise. I know I played a lot of Sentinels of the Starry Sky, which I think is Dragon Quest 9 on DS. Freaking love that game. Still have it. I'll have to go back to it and see what was going on there. But yeah, finally it came back on Amazon. It disappeared for a while. It obviously went out of stock, so they've restocked, and now I got it. And it was on sale for, I think, 38 down from 60. So I thought for both the games, I think that's really, really good. So yeah, Dragon Quest. That's cool. And last but not least for PS5 is Reanimal. Me and my partner played this day after release day because that's when Amazon decided to release it. We thought it was fine. It was okay. A lot of people are thinking it's like brilliant and amazing and fantastic, and I just thought it was okay personally. If you look on Steam reviews, there's a lot of negative Steam reviews. I think it's a good idea if you want to get this game to maybe read some of the negative Steam reviews. Not talking about Friend Pass, a lot of people bombed this game on release because the Friend Pass didn't come out the hour that the game came out, which I feel is a little bit unfair to the game. They released it, I believe, the same day, so you could still play with your friend day one, I believe. I'm just spitting facts that I don't even know are true. I'm pretty sure that's the case because I read a little bit about it on Steam and stuff. Yeah, I'll put a couple pictures of one particular Steam review that I read, and I just thought it was so on the nose after I'd played it. It just really feels like Tarsier are still trying to cling on to, you know, everything that they originally did with Little Nightmares 1, and I absolutely love Little Nightmares 1. Like, the first Little Nightmares is fantastic. It is peak side-scrolling 2.5D horror for me. I loved it. The story was great. Whatever the story there is, it's very vague, but you can kind of make it out as you play. It's to do with, you know, abuse of children, and not that that's good, obviously, but it was interesting the way that they handled it, and how, you know, children see their surroundings. Like, you play as Six, and I'll probably put some footage. You play as Six, who's a little girl in a yellow raincoat, and she's making her way through this gigantic industrial machine that at the end you find out is a submarine, basically, some kind of craft that can go underwater and be at the surface. You find that out at the very end of the game, and yeah, basically everyone you run into is a horrifying, disgusting creature, a monster, who's out to get you and trying to kill you constantly. So yeah, it feels like with this game, for me and both my partner, that's kind of what Tarsier are still really trying to hold on to, so that they can get, you know, their, I don't know, recognition for whatever they're still trying to do. I just think they need to let it go. I think they need to start doing other games. Reanimal's fine, especially if you've not played the original Little Nightmares, you might enjoy it a lot. But I just feel like it's not up to standard in terms of that game. Both the graphics are really nice, the soundtrack is really nice, but there's just some things about certain like enemies and stuff that it didn't sit well with me. It felt like something was a little bit off, and at no point, in the same vein as Little Nightmares 3, at no point was I ever like scared or that unnerved. You would just kind of see an enemy coming and be like, oh no, run, I guess, I hope it doesn't catch us. But I was never scared or like even that disgusted. Some stuff made me go, ugh, but then it just again feels like they're trying to make stuff extra disgusting, even more than they ever have, just to kind of give you that shock factor rather than anything of substance. That's just how I feel about it. The gameplay was okay, it was fine. I have issues with sight, so depth perception for me in these games is not always great. There were a few things that bugged me about that, but that's a personal issue, so not to do with the game really. Most of the puzzle solving is literally finding a locked door, turning around, going through another door, and finding a key. That's the extent pretty much of the puzzle solving. Which, again, if you've played Little Nightmares 1, 2, and even 3 had some very basic puzzle solving, but not as basic as just, like, finding a key in the next room. The same as, like, there would be a chain on the door, and then you go into the next room or outside and there's some bolt cutters, or oh, we need to get this guy out of a cage, oh, there's a crowbar right sitting right there. And it's just like, could you not try a little harder maybe to just put something with substance in there? I was very glad to have finished this by the end. The beginning was very, very good, and the end was very, very good. Like, the first 20 minutes to half an hour and the last half an hour, I'd say, were really, really good, and mostly just the vibes were there. I really liked it, especially like at the end, spoilers, there's like a war scene. It's very, very cool, and then some mental shit goes on. But yeah, other than that, I wouldn't really recommend it. I think I'm going to play it with Scott, if Scott wants to, because he's not played this yet, and this comes with Friend Pass, so I can host, basically, if he has the demo. So if you do have Reanimal and you want to play with a friend who doesn't have the game, it has a Friend Pass, and you can host with your full game, and the friend just has to download the demo, and you can activate the online co-op via that. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Reanimal. I didn't really enjoy it too much. I've played better games this year already. A better game I will suggest, actually, I wanted to talk about this because I really, 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 really enjoyed it, is a little indie game by somebody called Vivi called Kiosk. And it's basically, you're in what, it's not a burger van, but it's basically like a burger kiosk or a fast food kiosk. And there's spooky stuff happening, and you just started your new job, basically, at this fast food kiosk. And it's a horror game, so you're making food while, like, you know, low-scale horror goes on. And I just really enjoyed it, mostly the cooking aspect of it. So if you're into, like, cozy cooking stuff and maybe a bit of spook, then I really, really suggest Kiosk. I thought it was fantastic. I finished it in, like, an hour and a half, and I still have it downloaded because I think I'm going to do the Platinum. So we'll see about that. Speaking of Platinums, I did my Altars Platinum. It took me 70 hours, and I absolutely loved it. I spoke in the last video about how I was playing the Altars, and then I put a note on the video saying that I'd finished it at 25 hours, I think. And yeah, I just couldn't stop playing it. And even after I got my Platinum, it felt like playing something else was wrong and that I should still be playing the Altars. It was a really great game, and I couldn't suggest it any more than I already did in that video, I don't think. It had such depth. Like, the characters were all fleshed out. It was fantastic. The graphics were lovely. The gameplay was so much fun. Like, the survival aspect mixed with, you know, moving around your modules in your ship and fixing up your ship and doing other things. It was just great. I could not, honestly, if you take one thing from this video, probably play the Altars. It's great. It came out on PS5 and it came out on Series X, I think. And it's digital as well on various things. So it's fully worth playing. I'm sure it's on PC too. There's no excuse. You need to play the Altars. It's brilliant. So yeah, that's all my physical games I think this month. There's probably one or two other ones that I've totally forgotten about. But I think that's all I can remember. I've added a couple new PS1 stuff, but not this month. So I might go over that at some point. I might do like a PS1 collection video. I have some Platinums and some other things that I need to get rid of. Platinum cases type thing, Platinum versions of games. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I will go for that, for the games, the physical games. I'll quickly just show this, because I showed in one or two videos ago, I think it was second video before last, I don't remember. I got the Death Stranding 1 art book, physical giant art book, and I just got in the mail today the Death Stranding 2 on the beach art book. And if you look at that cover, look at the red. It's gorgeous. And instead of gold, this one is like a rose gold bronze color, copper maybe. But yeah, it came today. I'm really, really happy with it. It's still sealed. I've not opened it yet, and I haven't opened my other one. Kind of want to do a reel on Instagram where I'm opening it and flipping through the art, but got to be careful with this one because I don't want to spoil Death Stranding 2 for Scott, because he just played number 1, and he just got this art book as well, I think, or he's still waiting on it today, but he's not opening it yet because spoilers. So I'll probably do the first game and then we'll see after that. But yeah, it arrived today and it's beautiful. The back is gold. So yes, very cool. Thought I would just show that, just to show that I got the second one as well. It was on pre-order and it arrived today, so that's awesome. It's going to go on my shelf. The bit that I've personally been waiting for. Yeah, I started a VHS collection, basically. It kind of all started from this Metal Gear Solid 2 VHS that I got, the demo. It's a Japanese demo. It's very, very cool, but it's a VHS tape. Ta-da! And I wanted to... One second. I wanted to get a VCR. So I did. I borrowed my dad's for a while. Or it was not... It was, I bought it for him, but he really never used it. Like, he didn't even ever plug it in or anything like that. So it just kind of, I was like, can I borrow this? And he was like, yeah. So I did. And then after like 2 weeks, it stopped working. It wouldn't rewind tapes all the way to the beginning. And then it was having other issues too. I don't really remember. It was switching off, which it shouldn't do. Like, randomly, it was switching off. I tried opening it up, cleaning it, nothing worked. So yeah. I tried, but you can only do so much with old tech, and I don't know anything about it, really. All I could do was clean the heads, basically. So yes, that's what I did. And since then, since getting the Metal Gear Solid tape, I've started a bit of a collection, as you can tell, because I got the Clint Eastwood ones and the Lord of the Rings ones in a single bundle, and then there's a couple other things there. I have other things too. I've had a copy of Roadhouse for a while. There's a bunch. I was going to say, would you want me to do a VHS video? Because I would really like to do a VHS collection video. And even if no one replies to that, I'm probably going to do one anyway. So, yeah, I think I'm going to do that because I just think it'd be really cool. There's a bunch that I got in bundles that I haven't seen yet. So that will be a theme in that video as well. So, because it's always people like, oh, you haven't even played your games even though you collect games. There's a lot of games to play. There's a lot of VHS tapes to watch. Like, you can't do it all in one go. It's okay to have them as long as you're going to play/watch them. And if I buy something now, I always have the intention to either watch or play it. So just getting that out of the way now. There's a few in here that I haven't watched, but I think most of them I have. So the first one is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. This is a great movie, and I did watch it years and years and years ago. On DVD, though. I never watched it on VHS. This one came in a bundle. I can't remember what with, to be honest. I do remember what with, I'm lying. It came with some like, Midnight Cowboy, 2 copies of Deliverance, and then there was another thing. I don't remember. I'll put a picture, because I have a media account now. If you want to follow my media account on Instagram, feel free. I'll put a link. I won't put a link. I'm not allowed to put links. YouTube doesn't let me do links, so I'll put my username. I think it's Cathartic Physical Media. So yeah, it came with, yes, the VHS. It's a great movie. It's Jack Nicholson. He's in a mental hospital. I believe he's trying to get out of some, like, crime or something. Not like a deep crime, but like, you know, petty crime or whatever. And I don't think they like him, so they put him in this mental hospital, and he kind of makes life a lot better for the, I don't want to say inmates, patients at this mental hospital. And, yeah, it has a really, really sad ending. Made me cry when I was a kid, but I'm pretty sure it still made me cry as an adult. But it's a great movie. I don't know your opinion on it. What's your opinion? I don't really like these cardboard cases, because realistically, how long is this going to last? I don't know. But yes, that's the first one anyway. Jack Nicholson is a great actor, honestly. Bug's Life. This came in a bundle with another one that you could probably see down there. And a bunch of others that some of them I kept, but I think it was a bundle of like 20, and I kept about 7, something like that. So what I've been doing is like buying bundles and then selling the ones I don't want, or attempting to sell the ones I don't want. But yes, it had a Bug's Life in it. It's like in brand new condition basically, and I love this movie. It's great. Me and Joe watched it not even that long ago, to be honest. The other good thing about bundles is if there's some in the bundle, or you have some that aren't in great cases, you can replace some of the cases with the ones from the bundles, so that's good. But yeah, there's the tape. I already watched some of it, so that's why it's not fully rewound, and I was like, I'll watch the rest of it soon. A Bug's Life. If you haven't seen A Bug's Life, come on, man, it's great. This guy, Flick, he is a problem, and he ends up saving a colony. There you go, spoiled the entire movie. It's about ants, but it's not called Ants. This one's called Ants. This is Ants, the movie Ants, with a lot of very famous actors in it, which is very, very funny to me. People like Woody Allen, Sylvester Stallone, Christopher Walken, Gene Hackman, all of these people. Sharon Stone is in it. It's a great movie. These are maybe still slightly dusty, even though I cleaned them. This one has a green case, which is cool, which is one of the reasons they haven't swapped it, because there's very slight wrinkling. I don't know if you can see, probably not. On here, it's not the cover art itself, it's the case. It's probably imprinted on the cover art, but it is what it is. But yeah, I haven't changed it because it's a green case. I started watching this too, so it's not fully rewound. I love this movie. I have many memories of watching this movie as a kid. Ants is a great film, and it has a great song in it. It's got a good soundtrack in general, to be honest. So yeah, Ants, great film. This is a weird one, but it came in that bundle with One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Midnight Cowboy, what a movie. It's extremely bizarre. If you've never seen it, John Voight plays a guy who goes to, where does he go? He goes to like Las Vegas or somewhere like that. I can't remember. It probably says it on the back, but it's really tiny writing. There's the back. But yeah, he teams up with this guy who's a freaking loser. He has, nowhere to live properly. But this dude's moved from his wherever he was, and so he ends up with him. And then it's an old film, you've probably seen it. But he ends up being a male prostitute for men and women. And yeah, it's just one heck of a freaking ride. It's a weird movie. I watched this with my dad, and I was like, there are scenes in this I wish I had not seen in his presence. But yeah, great film. I was really pleased to see this one in that bundle, and it's pretty much the one that convinced me to get it. It's an 18. There was a fact about this film, actually, that was like, what's higher than an 18, like X-rated or something? It was like X-rated in a lot of territories for the scenes in it, because there's a very bad scene in it. Yeah, so it's a cool movie though. I watched it like a year ago maybe, and then I'm gonna watch it with Joe again. Well, not again. Yes, again. He watched it too. Yeah, I watched it with my dad, and then I watched it with Joe. So we're gonna watch it again at some point. Believe it or not, I've never seen this film. It's Tom Hanks's Forrest Gump. I've never seen Forrest Gump all the way through. I've seen scenes from it, but I just feel like it's one of those that I need to see. So I thought, why not get it on VHS? And I didn't buy it separately. It was in a bundle, so I just thought it was cool. It came with A Bug's Life and things like that. I've not been showing the insides. Is it fully rewound? Yes, this one's fully rewound, I believe. Midnight Cowboy is extremely fully rewound because I haven't watched any of it yet, and I've not tested it actually. So, what a movie! Flubber, what a great film. I've not seen Flubber for a number of years. The last time I saw Flubber may have in fact been on VHS, which is crazy to think about. Great Robin Williams film, where he's trying to tame this freaking green blob, basically, but also experimenting on it and using the green blob for flying cars and things. I can't even remember the plot, but I just remember him falling out of the window, and his wife or something says like, "Did you hurt anything?" And he's like, "Only my pride." And that's the only part I remember, because he thinks he can jump out of the window with Flubber attached to him because it's bouncy, and then he jumps out the window and Flubber's pissed off, so he just falls on the ground. It's a great movie. That was also in the Bug's Life bundle. So yeah, you can see more things slightly. Not really, but yeah. Then the other day on Vinted, I found a Jim Carrey bundle. It popped up and I was like, yo, $5.99 for 5 movies. I'm in, and they're in really nice condition. Shout out to Videohead, I believe, on Vinted. If you want VHSs or anything like that, he packs them really nicely. He's got his own logo and everything, and he packs them with a little packet of silica gel in each one to keep the moisture away, I guess. Yes, Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels in Dumb and Dumber. What a film. I haven't seen this for years again. And I think I watched Dumb and Dumberer, which is the prequel, I believe, with the younger versions of these, which I thought, when I watched it, was incredible. It looked exactly like Jim Carrey, especially. Great movie. Very funny. I can't remember if I've seen Dumb and Dumber 2. I think I have, and I didn't really like it. Dumb and Dumber is just... It's a classic, and it's, like, unbeatable, basically. Fully rewound. It's a great movie. It's not unbeatable, but it's a classic, and it's unbeatable in terms of like there's 3 films. That one's the best. The Mask, again, what a film. Cameron Diaz and Jim Carrey. It's just, I have so many memories with this movie as a kid. Especially with Peter Green, when he puts the mask on and he turns into this, like, abomination. I used to think, as a kid, it looked really, really scary. It's not that scary now, but it's still, there's bits in it where I'm still like, yo, I was watching this as a kid, it's kind of spooky. Fully Rewound, thank you, Videohead, absolute legend. I probably will, if I see something else, buy something else from him. From Zero to Hero, Jim Carrey, very, very cool. Again, if no one's seen The Mask, I mean, everybody's seen The Mask. You must have seen The Mask, it's great. Liar Liar, me and my mum still quote this movie to one another, to this day, constantly. I'll probably be putting dumb clips in here. It's a great film. And it also has, which surprised me, I don't think he's going to be on the back, but it also has Cary Elwes in it. And the only reason I know Cary Elwes, even though he was in The Princess Bride, which I've never seen, was because he was in Saw with Lee Whannell. And I love Saw. Saw is one of my favourite films as well. I would love Saw on VHS, but it costs like 40 or 50 quid. And that's not imported, so that's kind of crazy. But yeah, Liar Liar is a great movie. Jim Carrey plays a lawyer. And his, I think it's his ex-wife, yeah, because she's with Cary Elwes, and she wants to move her with Cary Elwes and the child away from him because he's a lawyer and a knobhead, basically. And then how does it even happen? I think he says something like, oh no, the kid wishes, like, oh, I wish my dad wouldn't lie anymore. And then, even though he's a lawyer, and lawyers need to lie, he can't lie anymore, so it's great, it's very funny. He made one a while ago called Yes Man, and that was nowhere near as funny or good. Because in Liar Liar, he like physically is unable to lie, whereas in Yes Man, he just has to say yes, but he doesn't have to say yes. It's like oh, you should say yes to more stuff and your life will improve, so he just starts saying yes to stupid stuff. That's not as good. Liar Liar is brilliant, so if you haven't seen Liar Liar, please go watch it. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, again, what a film. The second one's over there, and it's nowhere near as good in my opinion, When Nature Calls, but look at that spine, just bright yellow. Very cool, absolutely iconic fit as well. Yeah, he plays a detective that specifically looks for animals / pets and things like that. I don't know why I'm explaining them, but you've probably seen them. I know I've seen this at least 5 or 6 times in my life. And now I'm going to watch it again. It's at 12. And it discusses certain things in this that you probably won't get away with these days. You definitely wouldn't get away with it these days. But yeah, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, great movie. Definitely going to watch that one. Have this in the collection because it came in the bundle, but I really don't rate it. I'll have to watch it again and see if my opinion's changed. But yeah, it's, whoopsie daisy, Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. I really don't remember much about this, but I know I've seen it, or at least I've seen half of it. I think it was on TV once and I didn't really like it, so I kind of stopped watching it, maybe, I don't remember. But yes, again, Videohead, thank you. There's the silica gel at the back and it's fully rewound. Can't complain. The last one, the last VHS, I know we've gone through these a bit quick, but it's movies, and you've probably seen them, and if you haven't, you'll Google them. There's not much for me to say other than, this happens, and that's it. Is a rental big box, and I absolutely love these rentals. They are crazy big sometimes. I have small collection of rental movies, and this is like, I think this is my 5th or 6th one, and I want more, because they're so cool. Ironically, it's Big, Tom Hanks's movie. I absolutely love this film. I've seen this, again, so many times. Me and my mum and my dad are all quoting this one constantly. It's fantastic. Yeah, I have a lot of nostalgia with this movie. It's just great. It's one of those films that, like, because he's an adult... Oh, no, because he's a child and he wishes to be big. Now that I watch it now, I watch it in the vein of, like, damn, wish I could be younger again. Which sounds ridiculous because I'm 29, nearly 30. But when you get to 30 now, it's like, whoa. Which I never felt like that until this year, which is crazy. So yeah, this is huge in comparison to, like... Okay, maybe it's not huge, but it really does feel big. Especially, like, you can see the difference in my hand. They're, like, slightly taller as well. But yeah, I love it. It's so cool. This is one of those weird ones as well that's quite difficult to get hold of. If you look on eBay right now, I'll see if I can put some pictures, because I know I sent some pictures to my partner. All of the copies except this one were like destroyed. This was up for $29.99 and I offered $20, which I thought was a bit cheeky, and I thought he'd say no or counter offer, but he accepted it, and I was very, very thankful, because this is a great movie. Also, suggested selling price when new, $74.95. What? That's crazy. Like, are people seeing this sticker and being like, well, I'm going to sell it for that now? Because some of them have been, like, bitten by animals or burnt, or some are mouldy, and people are selling them for expensive. It's crazy. The only issue with this one is the very, very slight. You can't even see it, really. It looked worse on the photo, so I was like, oh, I'll have to change the case. I'm not even going to bother, because it's fine. It's just, like, slightly grazed here. So for 20 quid, when it's going for really, really expensive, this is the most I've spent on a VHS, by the way. I doubt I'm going to spend more than that unless I see Saw for a semi-decent deal. Because some of them are really expensive, which is fair enough, because, you know, they're not going to be around forever. Fully rewound, which is very nice. And this one has a white top. I'm not really sure what's gone on with that, or why that is a thing, but I'm not complaining. It makes it look kind of cool. And then, yeah, this is what the rental boxes look like inside. They're absolutely huge. I probably look like a freaking, oh, look at this old tech. But I used to watch VHSs when I was a kid, so yeah, I was there too. I was there too. So yeah, big. He's a kid, and he wishes to be big, and he does it at one of those. It's like an arcade machine, but it's like you would make a wish or have your fortune told or something like that. I think it's called a Zoltar machine. I don't know if they ever existed, to be honest. Probably not. Maybe it did. I don't know. But yeah, he gets a little card and it's like, your wish has been granted. And then he wakes up the next morning and he's Tom Hanks. What a film. I love this movie so much. To have this on VHS, and then like I'm just grabbing my other one over here. Toy Story on VHS, both Tom Hanks. Absolutely fantastic. Very, 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 very pleased with what I've picked up so far. And not for that much money, really. And this one was, obviously, but my partner's bought me a few as well, like Turner and Hooch, and that's a great Tom Hanks film. That still does make me cry to this day. Yeah, I have a bunch now, so I need to start watching them, because we've watched a few. The night we wanted to watch Rocky Horror, that was when my VCR broke, which was so annoying. Like, it wouldn't turn on again, so I was like, damn, it's cooked, basically. So yeah, definitely going to start watching some more of these, because what did we watch? We watched Deliverance the other night. Great movie. Very disturbing movie, but great movie. What else have we watched? We watched Titanic, also a great movie. I've watched Cutting Edge recently, which I got a while ago. Where is it? The Cutting Edge. Absolutely love this film. Spoke about this in an earlier video. Two ice skaters. He was a hockey player. She was an ice dancer, and he can no longer play hockey because he has an eye injury or a head injury that caused him to go blind in one eye. And they fall in love. It's a great film. I love VHSs. And then I don't know if I spoke about this one, because this one I don't think I did. I got this copy of Dungeons and Dragons, which I absolutely love this freaking movie. But the DVD version I have has really, really terrible sound, so I got this thinking, maybe the sound will be better. And it actually is, so I can actually tell what they're saying on this copy of Dungeons & Dragons. So yeah, it's cool, it's groovy. Here's my copy of War of the Worlds. I watched War of the Worlds as well, recently. Great film. There's a bunch over here, there's just stuff going on over here. What are these? Rocky Horror Picture Show, great one, and then Leon as well. We were going to watch this or this one. We picked this one, and then we couldn't because the VCR broke. But I've watched this 3 times in the last year, just because my dad likes watching it, and Joe likes watching it, and I like watching it. So, yeah, it's just been a good time, to be honest. Ugh. So yeah, I'm going to go now. Thanks for watching, I appreciate it. I don't want to take up too much of your time. There is another thing that I want to talk about in another video. I will save it for the other video, because I got a new console and I started a new collection, so I'll talk about that maybe in the next video. There's still those other videos I wanted to do. I need to make time. And I need to make space for these VCRs, so I'm going to go do that. These VHSs, I keep calling them VCRs, it's doing my head in. I'm going now. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. It was a bit manic, I feel like. I've not filmed a video for about a month, so I almost felt like, what am I doing? I don't know. This shadow has bugged me the whole time. The lighting is never right, but at least we didn't bloom. There was no blooming. My face didn't go white, so that's cool. There was this, but I've hidden it, I think, most of the time. Follow me on Instagram if you want daily gaming posts. It's mostly photos. I do an occasional reel, but it's mostly nice pictures. At collector_. Follow my Instagram at collector_catharsis for daily gaming posts. Mostly photos, sometimes reels, but yeah, I'm over there if you want to speak to me or see my posts. I would appreciate that because I'm nearly at 3k, which is really cool. I never thought that account would go anywhere, and it did, and I've made really cool friends on there, which is something I really appreciate. So yeah, do that if you want to. You don't have to. Maybe subscribe to the channel. You don't have to do that either, though. That's fine. Have a great week. I don't know when this is going to be uploaded. Maybe Sunday. Maybe today. Today's Tuesday. We'll see. See you later. Have a great one.